my stars, it's me Missy, I'm back, and today I'm going to be playing some more Thronebreaker, The Witcher's Tale. Now, when we last left off, let me see, what did we do? We did a lot of stuff for the Dwarven people. We sealed up some holes in a mine or something like that had been repurposed for a home, and then monsters came out of it. So we fixed that situation. Hopefully the dwarves become our allies in the end against the Blackclads. But big important thing here. Today, we are going to be wandering into basically what amounts to Dwarven Roanoke situation, and I am very curious to see what happens. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever the hell it is you guys want to do. And just as a reminder, I have a YouTube channel. There is a link in my bio here. You can go there. I have over 500 videos you guys can check out, both shorts and past streams. And there's probably something for everybody to enjoy. So with that, guys, let's get into the game, shall we? We were told not to go off the path. Not that I really care that much. We, the dwarves of the Third Black Brook Vale expedition, have erected this obelisk as proof of our efforts to those who follow in our footsteps. If we do not return, drink to our health and remember our names. Okay. Money and supplies, always good to have. It's interesting that this place is literally free of snow and so lush and lovely looking. Since I'm here, I might as well run over this way and look at this guy, the troll. Frost Bridge. Mahakkam's engineers were puzzled by the mighty Frost Bridge. Why the mighty Frost Bridge had fallen to ruin. Sorry, I can't read. Perhaps an ice flow was to blame, or a stiff, frigid gale from Mount Carbon. An earthquake, perhaps? No, these were not the causes. The true culprit, stood 10 feet tall with thick skin and an exceptionally hostile temperament. Lovely. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let any unit die. All units except the bridge troll. Force unit to move past the bridge troll. I think one unit moved to the right. Move a unit one place to the right. Force unit to move past the bridge troll. Okay. Every turn on turn start, damage 3 units on the right by 3, 2, 1 in that order. Let a unit cross the bridge. Okay. Okay, I lost. they can't move right. Okay, I lost. Okay, that killed us. I will figure this out. Okay. Move that guy. Move that guy. Okay. Move all units except bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let any unit die. No, that still kills us. Hmm. I have 2 of these that can make us go across the bridge. I have 3 of these to let us move to the right. Okay. Hmm. Oh no, coffee is up. I've seen it. No, we're still screwed. Okay. Give it 2 more tries. If I can't get it, then I'll skip it. Oh, this still means we die. Yeah. Okay. They can't die. Okay. That leaves me 1, and that 1 guy is gonna, yep, die. Okay. We're getting better at this. Okay. End turn. We got it! This took me a moment, but I figured it out. Very proud of myself for that one. Okay, so what's around here? There's a shrine there. A dwarf. Milady, dwarven bodies litter the cave, dozens with no visible wounds. Seems like they sought shelter. They carried their belongings with them, items that may be of use to us. Mind you, of the 3 scouts sent, only 1 has returned. We know not what killed the others. They simply collapsed as if paralyzed. Nevertheless, we searched the cave. That's an order. I mean, I have a lot of people. There's the cave. Let's keep going. Maybe we can figure out this mystery of this land. Go down here. Supplies. Lads and lassies, if you're reading this, it means the next group of settlers has arrived. May you have more luck than we, the 5th expedition. 40 doors strong, just a month past, but we're now only 3. Orban, Pardon, and Sava, plow and mystery what killed the rest. Found them one morning in their beds, just dead stiff as boards. Except soon we'll share the same fate. I can just feel it in my bones. Anyhow, we tucked away what's left of our valuables in a grotto east of here. No longer any use to us. Mayhaps it's just what you're looking for. What in the hell happened to these dwarves? What weird curse or thing is happening here? Well, that has one answer. There's one answer. The hay cart. Dusted with snow, an abandoned cart stood in the middle of the road, 2 feet protruding from the back. What had happened here? A murder? An ambush? Maeve didn't have to wait long to learn the truth. For a moment, she heard a damning howl behind her. It's a standard battle. Okay. Interesting. Get rid of this guy. Fine. Yep. Leave it like that.
Greetings. What is it?
Our ballista, your command.
Don't have anybody to shoot at, so there we go. Wraith, deploy for 3 turns. On turn start, haunt and damage an enemy by 1 on the first turn, then increases damage by 1 for each following turn. Following turn, shit. Good pups. There we are, end turn. Another annoying fucking wraith.
Catch!
End turn.
My pain serves a purpose.
End turn. They passed as well. Pass. We've won this one. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Tell me you jest.
Order!
There we are.
What do you want of me?
Your
There we
life
are.
is mine now.
Armor won't save him.
There we are. End turn. End turn.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Here we are. End turn. Night Wraith. What do you do? Alternate enemy for 5 turns. Whenever it takes damage, boosts off by the amount damaged. Need to get rid of you quickly.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Another damned Night Wraith.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
End turn. So 2 turns. On turn start, boosts up by the power of the unit to the right. Then move to the opposite side.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Frogger. Increasing its power by 33% if it's haunted, have its power itself. Moonwraith. I still win. Was a fun little battle. We finally arrived. The place is crawling with critters, but we dealt with them in no time. The shanties are run down, but they'll be as good as new before long. And just a damn pity there's no game in the forest. Either way, I've got a good feeling. 6 times the charm. Darda. That's sad. Try back there. We're heading this way. And that's our main quest right there. Well, let's keep going, I guess. Oh, ghouls.
Blackbrook Vale. The name itself embodied infamy. Neve arrived expecting misty ravines, decrepit trees bound in spiders' webs, and swarms of bats. What she saw was a warmly gurgling stream and the valley's gentle slopes blanketed in crocus blooms. Only a village of abandoned, ruined huts and a cemetery stretching to the horizon behind it attested to the valley's grim past.
The village seems shrouded in a guise. Be not deceived,
said the Queen.
Reynard! Some men to search the environs for any sign of life.
The blood-curdling roar that came from the ruins a moment later proved the Queen's caution warranted beyond any doubt.
If not for the aid of the Lyrian army, the Dwarven settlers would likely have soon perished, shredded by a wretched beast hidden amongst the ruins. With the help of Meve and her men, they stood a chance of surviving. However small, the famous Blackbrook Vale did indeed seem to be cursed. Hauntings are more common than you think. Okay. Special rules shorten battle. Fine.
Protect the settlers!
It's not too late to walk away.
Whenever me plays a card with even power, boost a random ally by 3. If odd, damage a random enemy by 2. Return on turn end, boost self by 1 if impenetrable fog is on battlefield. When this unit powers past 6, spawn a foglet only once. Draw row effects from your side after 3 turns on turn start. Draw the top card from your deck.
Don't like this.
Allies at random by the damage taken during this battle. Current boost amount is 10. Fucking neckers. Return on turn start, summon Necker from your deck, or boost self by 1 if this row is full.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth? I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
And there we are. Good boy, Nickers. Necker Warrior. Choose a bronze ally on the battlefield or in hand and spawn 3 copies of it in your deck. Oh shit.
Aye.
End turn. Four left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm passing. I'm taking a chance here, but I'm passing. I still won.
Likely
Good.
the last, that one. Should be safe now.
Following the victory, the settlers' hopes seemed renewed. Could the beasts they felled have killed the previous lot of colonists? Perhaps the curse that had long hung over Blackbrook Vale was at last broken.
We thank ye, Your Majesty.
The settlers' leader said, slipping the satchel from his shoulder.
You've granted us new hope. And a new home.
The dwarves had rolled up their sleeves, were prepared to go at the huts to repair them, when one of their number cried out.
Hold! There's something here. Something reeky.
A voice most familiar, thought Meave. Yes, for it belonged to Barnabas, the rescued inventor. The gnome had elbowed his way to the fore, stood on his toes, extended his nose, and inhaled through it like a pointing hound seeking out wildlife. Ignoring all queries, Barnabas had then sat down on the brook bank, filled a glass flask with water, and was now holding it up against the sunlight, dipping into it the tip of his tongue and some strange scraps of paper extracted from the depths of the pockets of his patched coat.
Water's
Finally,
poisoned?
Barnabas
First?
stood, brushed his backside clean, and announced his findings.
Well, we know with some certainty the reason for the settlers' demise. 'Twere not beasts, no. They prowled in later, drawn by fresh graves. 'Twas the water. Oh, roll your eyes and whirl your fingers all you want, and then peer at the brook. Nary a fish. All poisoned by subterranean fumes.
Oh.
The dwarves hemmed, hawed, and grumbled, and were a heartbeat from abandoning the Vale for good. Then Barnabas reached into his satchel and extracted a device of his own making he termed an aqua purificator. That is to say, a water cleaner, as odd as it may seem.
You need but siphon water through this straw. Then drink up, worry-free.
Thus Meave rode out of Blackbrook Vale, deep satisfaction in her heart. The dwarves extolled her for being bold, shrewd, and wise, while Gabor ensured this praise would likewise reach the meaty ears of Elder Hoog.
Good.
We're the dwarves of Mount Carbon. Hoo-hoo-ha! Hoo-hoo-ha! And 2 hammers is our sign, is our sign! We feed those suffering hunger. Hoo-hoo-ha! Hoo-hoo-ha! But our foes we smash asunder! Aye, aye, aye! Aye, aye, aye!
Nice song, my man. There's something down that way. We're going back this way. Okay, we're good. And I don't need to go to a shrine, so that's nice. What is this?
The rumors Gabor had overheard were true. Scouts returned with news of a cavern at whose mouth lay rotted logs, an indication that something of great weight may have been rolled inside. Chests full of gold, for instance. Then again, paw tracks clearly showed some beasts had made the cave their home.
Right. Decision time. Enter or scramble back down.
Said Gascon, rubbing his hands together for warmth.
Please hurry. This frost is downright biting.
Let's
We've
enter the
scaled
cave.
this high. Foolish we'd be to descend empty-handed. Fall in behind me!
The Queen took the fore, sword in one hand, torch in the other. The flickering flame's glow illuminated the cave's interior, casting long shadows. Meave was certain some horror would leap at her at any moment. And she was not at all wrong.
To battle we go. What else might these forgotten and inaccessible caverns hold? A magical rune-imbued weapon, forged centuries past, sapphires, rubies, and topaz, carved and polished by the long-dead Dwarven jewelers, perhaps immeasurable mountains of gold. To find out, the Lyrians had only to slay monsters that dwelt their depths. Eliminate the crazed Shelmar. Lovely. I love a crazed Shelmar. Special rules and shorten battle. That's fine.
Follow me! Together now!
Anyone here struggle with strong reservations when entering monster-infested pits? Asking for a friend.
This could hurt.
Greetings. What is it?
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Every 3 turns on turns start randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shomar's current armor. Armor is 6. Well. Thirsty Troll. Consume an ally and damage an enemy by its power.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
There we are. End turn. End turn.
Watch your heads!
There we are. End turn.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
End turn.
Getting to work.
And turn. There we are.
Treasure trove ought to be close now. Come on.
We won!
As soon as the last beast had fallen, the Lyrians took to seeking out the treasure. Soldiers dispersed throughout the caverns in a rush, penetrating every last corner. Finally, one called out.
Got it! Got the treasure right here! Treasure! Shiny stuff!
A number of steel-reinforced chests lay up against the cavern wall. Meve blew the dust from the lid of one and lifted it with some difficulty. She had hoped for gold and jewels, bars of Mahakaman steel at the least. Instead, she saw thousands of time-tarnished copper coins with a hole through their center.
What's this bloody crap? Tokens of some sort?
Aye, that's right. Holy Goldens, we call them. They're, currency in Mahakam. Get our wages in them. Use them to cop victuals and hooch.
What of arms, armour, tools?
Nah, all that's given to us. Clan provides it. Is that what you need? Weapons? Oh, feel the idiot now. Brought you here for no reason.
Yet these tokens, they can be exchanged for other coin, can they not? Temerian orens or Novigrad crowns?
Aye, doable in theory, but not at all clever. Rates are crap. See, the elders keep 'em low to make life difficult for Dwarven folk. Discourage 'em from leaving Mahakam.
Lovely. So common dwarves don't use gold.
What's this? Common dwarves use no gold? You cannot be serious.
Yet I am. What good's gold to them? Clan gives them all they need. And victuals and hooch beyond need, they get for tokens.
Yet you trade with humans. Gold coin you take for your goods, the coin must serve a purpose. What is it?
We hoard it all. In vaults. Great piles. Down bottom lie ducats dating from the reign of that dozy ham-shanker King Dagrid.
The
And
hell?
you do not put it to use, acquire anything for it. Then it's true what folks say, that you love gold too much to part with it. Hoard it for pleasure, as dragons do.
Point of fact, that there's pure drivel. Gold's a metal like any other, just yellow. We hoard it for our safety.
Your safety.
Your safety? I fear again, I simply don't follow.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Couldn't it be simpler? Soon as human folk get it in their heads we's a thorn in their side, we'll spend it. All of it, in a jiffy. Excess coin supply, that's called. Matter of days, gold'll be worth less than sawdust. And you're tossing banks and economies, bam, on their arses. There'll be nothing left of them. They'll cave in faster than a mine shaft with rotten props.
It's actually smart.
Why are you all ogling me? With human folk for neighbours, we dwarves got to be damn vigilant, as sheep round wolves.
So what am I supposed to do with these tokens?
So how can these tokens serve me?
We must trade them. Even should we get a pittance, it will be something. The soldiers demand their pay.
Ah, your bums out the windy. Fighting men want full dixies and tankards of hooch. Coins but a means to that end.
What do you suggest then?
As I've been saying, the tokens we use to purchase nourishment and mead, and what you've got in those chests, why, that'll do to fund a feast the likes of which Mahakam's not seen since Brewer was sworn in as Elder-in-Chief. The fighting men'll eat and drink their fill, carouse about and forget their due and pay right quick. And invite the local dwarves to feast with you, and the clans'll look kinder on you too.
Fine, we'll throw a feast.
Caution be damned.
Your Grace, I feel obliged to remind you we are at war with Nilfgaard, and every copper...
Should go to building our army, I know. But we live but once, Reynard. Sir Gabor, take the tokens, and arrange me a feast so grand that Ebdahi himself shall hear us revel.
As Meave's force could not possibly fit in a tavern, the feast was laid out in a storehouse. Crates arranged in rows served as tables and benches, while the windows were festooned with lion's foot and pasqueflower. Great barrels of mead, cognac, and vodka were rolled in, and when the soldiers saw this, they broke out in cheers and laughter that lasted till dawn.
Pour us another round, you lovable Lyrian bastards!
For he's a jolly good a jolly good dwarf.
Okay, I have Gabor.
There was food and drink enough for the dwarves of the pass, who, with Meave's men, raised tankards in hand and voices in song the night through. To see them sharing tales and playing cards, one would not believe that anywhere down the mountains, through woods and across plains, humans and dwarves might, for the softest slight, leap at each other, murder in their eyes.
Good job, us. Now we gotta head back, don't we? Yep, back down the mountain to the main quest. Can I just go... There were stairs here somewhere. Can I go underneath the archway? I should be able to. Yep. Oh.
The sound of approaching hoofbeats made Meave turn to see Reynard spurring on his panting horse, galloping at a breakneck speed towards her.
Ill tidings I bring, your grace.
What is it?
Clearly. Glad tidings never arrive with such urgency.
Our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian messenger. He was traveling in disguise, and by night. When he realized his capture was imminent, he strove to destroy the letters he carried. We were able to salvage some, in parts.
Anything of interest?
Yes, there is, I fear. Your Majesty, you must listen. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meave and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. Hail, Keritsa.
A traitor. We might have expected as much. Nilfgaard has shown amply that it abides only by the rules it sets. Since they have not proved able to defeat me in the field, in open battle, they seek other means. I suppose the scroll bears no name.
It does not, your grace.
Have you interrogated the captive?
The messenger. Have you questioned him?
Naturally, your grace. Alas, he knows not to whom the letter is directed. He was to leave it in an agreed spot.
I take it tidings of the whole affair have spread throughout the force?
Yes, your Majesty. The witnesses were too many to keep this fact a secret.
We must thus assume the traitor in our ranks knows it as well, and will make no attempt to retrieve the scroll. A dead end.
Have we any other clues?
Have we any other leads or clues?
None, I fear, your Majesty. We must be alert. Keep a keen eye on events as they unfold, and exercise great caution in forging new acquaintances.
Very well. Eyes wide open, all senses attuned. Yours in particular, Reynard.
Of course, my liege.
Oh, this ought to be fun. Finding a rat. Majesty, something dwells in this house, a beast with burning red eyes and frightening growl. Perhaps it guards something worth finding, but only a few brave souls would be able to fit inside. Not all might return. As are the typical odds in wartime, send them in. Send them in. We have plenty. Tainted ale. Cool, okay. New card for me. It's over this way.
I'd get up. I would, Your Majesty, but my arse is frozen to the ground.
We would take root neath Mount Carbon, where it's warmer, but allotments for the Vale.
Riding past a mine, Neve noticed a group of miners gathered around the entrance to a shaft. Frost had settled on their moustaches and beards, suggesting they had been there for some time. The Queen summoned Gabor and asked him to determine the reason for this sit-in. He returned after a few minutes and announced the most curious thing.
They're waiting for the knocking to stop.
Knocking? What?
Neve's frown
Knocking?
prompted Gabor to explain in greater detail.
According to our laws, dwarves can't go into a mine if there's knocking coming from inside. We're obliged to wait for the ruckus to quieten down.
Ah, yes. Our own miners share this superstition.
Reynard interjected.
They say the knocking is that of a treasurer gnome, a kind of mine ghost.
Mine ghost.
With
Okay.
all due respect, your miners are dimwits.
Gabor said, patting Reynard on the shoulder.
Knocking means an imminent and abrupt discharge of the potential pliable energy of rock formations. In other words, you can, a rock burst. Except usually it's all done in a day or two, whereas these lads have been waiting going on 2 weeks. Foreman's grown impatient. He'd like to send someone down the shaft, have him see what's at issue, but, well, the code forbids us from doing anything of the sort.
Okay. Let's check to see what's
If in this
happening in the
manner I can
mine.
gain favour among your brethren,
Sighed the Queen, dismounting.
so be it. I shall descend and see what the problem is.
The shaft was too narrow to fit an entire army. So Meave and a small unit of men entered the mine, miners' lamps in hand, and hearts in their mouths. The rhythmic knocking coming from the bowels of the mountains, distorted and multiplied, was unnerving. Soon the company arrived at the place that seemed the source of the knocking. Gabor put his ear to the rock and listened for several moments in silence, then struck the wall with all his might. The wall crumbled with a crash, opening a passage into another corridor, from which sprang numerous foes.
What? Who the hell was there? In the darkness of the abandoned mine shaft, it was impossible to discern who stood against Maeve's forces. It was clear only that they were men, or at least something taken their form. Imitating their voices, knowing her sword was too large to thrust in this tight shaft, she threw it to the ground and reached for her dagger. Shortened battle.
Did you hear something? What was that?
My gnome senses are telling me. Those definitely aren't ghosts.
Damage an enemy by 7. If it was destroyed, boost yourself by 3. Okay.
Catch!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
End turn.
Who goes there? Drop your weapons!
Nay, you drop yours!
Again and again
End turn.
and again.
Cursed traitors.
End turn.
Who just grabbed me?
Oh, apologies, Maeve. I thought you were Reynard.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Quick and painful this'll be.
End turn.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
My pain serves a purpose.
End turn.
I'm a one servant.
End turn.
Reynard! Are we winning? I can't see a bloody thing!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
End turn.
Hey?
Army's a waste of time for one
Done.
like me.
Stop! Stop! We surrender!
Both sides were surprised. Both fought in the weak light of torches, nearly down on hands and knees. In the end, the Queen emerged victorious, and as soon as she had returned her sword to its sheath, she asked the new prisoners a question that was on everyone's mind.
Who the devils are you?
The captives looked at each other in disbelief, as if before them stood a ghost. Finally, one of them managed to choke out a response.
Your Highness, we're your subjects.
Meve recognized
What?
the accent at once. The men came from Rivia. But what were they doing so far from home? According to the prisoner's account, after the Nilfgaardians' invasion of their kingdom, terrible poverty gripped the land. Seeking bread, some desperate inhabitants had gone to the mountains of Mahakam, engaging in wildcat mining in search of precious ores. Without asking the dwarves what they thought of this,
You know yourself, my queen.
explained one captured Riv.
They guard their treasure real jealous-like, don't care a whit about the suffering of others. They see us starving down in valley and don't lift a stubby finger.
Sadly, the Rivians had dug close to existing corridors. When Gabor destroyed the wall that stood between them and the dwarves, they were convinced they were being attacked by monsters, so they raised arms in self-defense.
Maeve, 'tis a tough nut to ken,
said Gabor.
but let's nae kid ourselves. These men are thieves, and we must hand them over to the Mahakaman Guard.
So they may do what? Sentence them to hard labor, or hang them at once?
Said Reynard, his usual calm shaken and his voice raised.
These are your subjects, Queen. They coveted their neighbors' goods, true, but only because they had naught themselves.
Let the rivs
The
leave.
foreman wished for the knocking to stop,
said the Queen.
and so it shall. As for you, go back to Rivia, and tell all their queen shall soon return, leading an army.
The grateful Rivs quickly packed up their tools and left the mountains. Niamh had no doubt Bruva Hoog would soon learn of the affair and would certainly not approve of her decision. Yet she preferred to face the Elder's wrath than send her subjects to a Dwarven prison, or possibly to their death.
I mean, they could frickin' lock him in a barrel and throw him off a cliff, so I'd rather face them. Oh, we're getting closer. Point of interest over there. Keep going. What's with this? Snowball fight. Leering winters are mild, frosts are rare, and snow, should any fall at all, melts the moment it lands, yet Mew's soldiers have now witnessed an expanse of the frosty powder blanket the peaks of Mahakam. They delighted in the harsh beauty of the frigid landscape, then were struck with an ingenious idea to pack snow into small orbs and hurl them at each other. Hilarity and hearty laughter ensued for minutes. That is, until a troll joined their revelry. To their terror, he had brought rocks to a snowball fight. Do not let Mew die. Puzzle, special rules, shortened battle, custom deck. This battle will last only 3 rounds. Every turn on turn start, throw a troll's snowball at the row with most humans.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow,
shit,
a time to die.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Aye.
Hey? Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Yep, okay. I was pretty close.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Okay, let's try that again.
Should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
Screwed. Yep. Okay.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
What the fuck am I doing wrong?
Aye.
This.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye. Should have listened to me, old
This
lady.
one.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth? it the white of an eye from half a league away.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
So I got pretty close.
Should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target. Thing about slings, they hide well.
Aye.
I'm so close.
Listen to me, old lady.
Yeah. Okay.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
3.
Aye.
Hey?
3.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Okay. I'm still fucked.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Yeah, 'cause she dies. Okay.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
2.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady. This
4.
harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
One. I need one extra.
A time to sow and a time to die.
I need one extra turn.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Hey?
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
What am I missing here?
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
I still don't have it.
Aye.
Yeah. I'll give this one more try before I skip the battle.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Dead still. Yep.
This harvest
That there.
will be reaping black-clad heads.
That there.
There's a time to
That
reap,
there.
a time to sow, and a time to die.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
That there.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
Shit. She's still dead.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
I'm skipping the battle. I'm done. Okay. No, we just gotta go here. Oh, that's a lot of ghouls.
Neve's force neared Davor's abyss. Signs of beastly feasting were not hard to find. Countless paw and claw tracks were impressed in the blood-stained snow. Among the boulders, bones picked clean were strewn about. Gascon lifted one from the ground.
Empty inside,
he said.
Something sucked out the marrow.
Neve's soldiers feigned indifference to the grisly sight. They marched on, their stepped rhythm unwavering, a song on their lips. Yet hearing a slight tremolo in their voices, Neve knew they merely sought to drown out their fear. A moment later, a commander's horn sounded, the signal to halt. The Queen galloped to the fore of the column and found herself at the edge of a vast, round hole in the ground. She could not see the bottom. Neve drew her reins tight to prevent her mount from taking even one step forward.
What is this? A crater? A desiccated lake?
A mine of the strip variety,
Gabor explained.
Treasures we picked and shoveled for here. Diamonds. Till we happened on the beasts, that is.
What now?
Orion's a dam. Holds back a lake. If we can break it, water'll rush in, fill the abyss and the tunnels from which the beasts emerge. Just need to get around the mine first. Way down's on the other side.
Neve squinted and gazed into the distance. Indeed, there was the dam. And at its foot, a swarm of beasts roiled about. Her soldiers gazed at their queen expectantly, their arms at the ready. She knew well they would rush into battle, in spite of their fear.
Gabor!
Neve cried out over the whirling wind.
Have you bards here in Mahakam?
Course, your grace!
Then we shall give them good reason to compose this day, on the themes of courage, of heroism, of Lyria! Gee up!
And with that cry, the queen spurred her mount, grabbed a banner, and raising it high over her head, rushed headlong at the horrid swarm.
We got this. The dwarves delved deep into Davor's abyss, and from it pulled diamonds of unsurpassed quality. Those stones glistened at all the courts of the north, bejeweled crowns, capped scepters, studded chalices, and glamorizing ceremonial swords. Some stayed in Mahakam, though, in more mundane incarnations as drill bits or crystal cutters, for example. Yet the days of Davor's diamond delving were long past. Now only monsters crawled out of his dark abyss. Gain 7 charges on your old catapult without it being destroyed. Keep your catapult well maintained on all sides.
There's the way down! We need to break through and destroy the dam!
Every turn on turn start, if there are units adjacent to this one, gain 1 charge, then damage a random enemy by 5, and all other units on its row by 2. If this unit's charge count reaches 7, Neve wins the battle.
What do you want of me?
As ordered.
I smell a leak.
In turn.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
In turn. There we are. In turn.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
In turn. Try that again.
There's the way down! We need to break through and destroy the dam!
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
We got a job to do.
In turn.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Greetings. What is it?
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
Okay.
You mad? Don't shake that!
And turn.
Cursed traitors.
Here we are.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Five.
Give me a target.
It worked!
There we are.
Stunner's flounder!
Excellent work!
And indeed, bards sang of this battle soon after. For no claws or fangs could break through the wall of shields the Lyrians raised that day. And no scales could protect the beasts from the Lyrians' stinging arrows and blades.
Fight! Do not relent! Let us show these beasts! It is they who should fear us!
The Queen shouted. In the end, the beasts turned to flee, yet Meave's force cut off any chance of escape. A solid wall of men began to push the monsters ever closer to the edge of Davor's abyss. Pressed from all sides, the horrors began slipping over the precipice, screeching terribly as they fell.
I gained the blood card.
Silence came at last. The Queen stood at the edge of the precipice, breathing heavily, leaning on her sword. From the depths of the mine came muted growls and groans.
Let's flood the damn hole,
hissed Gabor,
before any other shite crawls out of it.
A rush of icy water suddenly rose, then just as abruptly plunged into the mine, flooding the pit. And where once lay Davor's abyss, now lay Davor's pond. Meave descended back into the pass, exhausted and covered in beastly blood, yet also exceedingly pleased. She was one step closer to Dwarven support in the war against Nilfgaard. Once the Lyrians had put some distance between themselves and the now destroyed monster lair, Meave ordered her men to pitch camp. Then she sent the quartermaster off for food and drink. The soldiers lit campfires, then set aside their weapons. Soon after, lively music and song could be heard throughout the camp.
Your Majesty,
Reynard said from behind Meave's back.
A messenger from the Elder-in-Chief.
The Queen turned to see a dwarf in a richly adorned jerkin and a shako with golden seams. She stifled her laugh into a smile and lifted her chin proudly, expecting praise and a pledge of aid in the war against Nilfgaard.
My lady.
Let me guess.
Your daring deeds have come to the Elder's attention,
said the dwarf in a measured voice.
He's positively irate and demands an explanation.
Irate? But why? I and my men, we've aided you greatly.
Elder Hoog awaits at the Long Bridge. You'd be wise not to keep him there any length of time.
And with that, all the Queen's enthusiasm for a celebration was instantly gone. She waited until the fires expired and the songs died down, then gave the order to march.
Well, I guess Elder Hoog is an ass. Lovely. Let me guess. Dwarven pride keeps him from accepting aid. Anything else around here? It's just over here. As helpful as me as tits on a bowl, so thanks for that, game. Day 234, first day of winter, going to be mighty rough, so cold the pickaxes are freezing in our hands, had to cease working. Day 239. Snow has started 2 meters a day, no plowed visibility, chimneys barely poking out of the snowdrifts. Day 245. Monsters attacking from all sides, hard to hold ground, huge losses. Day 250, had to abandon the mine, retreating to Barrow's Rump. Will return come spring. I don't think you did. Pretty sure. Barrow's Rump also got screwed. And I fixed that for you fuckers, so... Well, let's see what Elder Hoog wants. Hope he's not as much of an ass as I'm thinking he is. I'm gonna go the other way. Okay. Point of interest. I'm going the other way. Screw Hoog. Petrit, I agree the mine must be evacuated. Carry as much as possible of what you've evacuated so far and raise a red banner so our scouts can spot you in the snow. All of Barrow's Rump looks forward to your safe return. Books. Welcome to the lands of Clan Vidmar. You share a tale, we share the ale. More stuff. And over here. Ruins of Whiteforge. What's this? I found Barnabas.
Frozen, all. Only the banner moves, blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad, perhaps even a whole saga.
Let's keep looking around.
Gazing towards the horizon, Meve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces. Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor, hollering over the wind.
Rich ones had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
Ah! Help! Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone midst the ruins, and said someone was clearly in trouble. Meve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance, the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Mirko Vidmar, they call me.
He said, patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own. But bold warriors like you ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
I'll help
I
him.
too have lost my home, estate,
said the Queen.
so I understand well what you feel. I shall help you recover your heirloom. Call it a whim.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber. As promised, beasts awaited there.
The underground chamber was decorated with numerous reliefs portraying the heroic deeds of Savonk? The Vidmar clan's progenitor. One depicted the dwarf strangling a Shomar with his bare hands, another rescuing miners from a collapsed cavern, and the third wolfing down a succulent pork knuckle. It came as no surprise. Mirko wished to regain the relics of his famous ancestor. The shortened battle. Okay, well, let's go. That's good.
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
Whenever a unit is played, it may be seized, but this card. By this card, when a seized unit takes damage, move it back to its original position.
Give me a target.
Again and again and again.
This could hurt.
End turn.
Quick and painful this'll be.
There we are.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Deploy half the power of the adjacent enemy units.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Okay. There we are.
What do you want of me?
Watch your heads!
Pass.
Let's get a move on before any others show up.
B1.
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
Golden Froth. I
Seems to
gained
me
a card.
Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition.
Of course not.
The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
I can't stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, march in double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application, in triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
I agree with you, man. That sounds
I understand
insane.
the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko. That's one. Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie, and his coat. So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
I mean, I'm already in deep shit with the fucking Elder-in-Chief of them, so let Mirko Vidmar
When I was a lass of but
go.
12 summers, my mother ordered me to go to a ball in a pink crinoline dress. In it I resembled a meringue pastry.
Meave smiled at the memory.
So I cut it into ribbons and fled out my bedroom window.
What's that got to do with?
What I wish to say, Gabor, is that I understand him. And though it be against your laws, I shall allow him to take the treasure and leave.
Mirko Vidmar had tears in his eyes as he thanked the queen. Then he heaved the crate onto his back, and deeply bent over under its weight, he trudged off towards human lands.
Good luck, my man. You're gonna need it. What's up this way? Yeah, there's something in my pack. Consider your offer accepted. Direct me even forces to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed.
The Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky ridge. To one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers,
complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that?
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them.
What?
Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. On the
Jesus.
one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discursion. He was interrupted by the Baba Ghazi that jumped down from the rocks.
Archers, shoot! Aim for underbelly!
Meave's soldiers made quick work with the lone monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of her wagons.
Whoa there! Whoa, damn it!
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers riding in it.
Oh shit.
He landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcropping. A moment later, Baba Ghazis swarmed everywhere.
Did you see how they fared? Anyone left alive?
Asked Meave, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo.
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Baba Ghazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
Attack the
You
Baba
only live
Ghazi.
once.
Meave sighed.
Gascon, round up some volunteers and let us move out.
Moments later, the Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Baba Ghazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
Well, let's see how well this one goes. Eliminate the Baba Ghazi. Meave's parents long refused their noble-born daughter lessons in the art of the sword. Yet nevertheless did she train in secret, wearing a blouse instead of armor, a kitchen knife in place of a sword, imitating the maneuvers she witnessed at knightly tournaments. Now forced to fight without proper equipment, her childhood exercises would prove more useful to her than she could have ever imagined.
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
Shh! Cork it. My pain serves a purpose.
Fallen soldiers every turn and turn start if there is a unit on the right. Gain 1 charge, otherwise remove 1 charge if this unit's charge count reaches 5. Meave wins the battle if it reaches 0. Meave loses the battle. Okay.
Again and again and again.
There we are.
Our ballista, your command.
Hey?
End turn.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Oh, that was close.
And we won!
Bereft of sword and shield, Meave could not withstand a single blow. She thus danced atop the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Baba Ghazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own to their eyes, ears, and gaping jaws. When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meve walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace, we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her gold.
Gascon interjected, while securing a rope to a chest. Soon enough, all were safely back on the path. The admiration Meve saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
Good. I gotta go all the way up there now.
Hefty mantle of fresh snow today. Gotta blow before too long. Bring a rush down. Oh, cold as up a Shilemar's arse.
Lots of places to go. We're gonna do this battle and then that will probably be the end. Remnants. The fact that Elder Brewer Hoog had finished spring cleaning did not mean that passage was safe. Off the beaten track amidst icy windswept ruins, beasts yet skulked, eager to ambush naive travelers who strayed too far from the road. Eliminate both the reckless and the shrewd vampires. Don't let any more of your soldiers get seized. Use your leader's ability. Every 2 turns on the turn start, seize the lowest unit on the opposite row and move to your allied ranged row in the rightmost position. If there are already 4 units there, return the leftmost allied unit to the enemy's side. Every 2 turns on turn start, seize the highest unit on the opposite row and move them to your allied ranged row. Okay. Don't let any of your soldiers get seized. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting it. Okay, there we are. Okay. Let me try that again. Hold on. Let's try that again. Okay. Am I just stupid? Highest unit on the opposite row, okay. Damn. Yeah, okay. End the turn. Let them take those guys. Oh. Lowest unit. Thought I saw it. Okay. End the turn. End the turn. End the turn. Lowest unit. Okay, I got close though. There we are. I won! Okay, let's grab all this crap. The Workers' Commission has determined that the nasty stench floating around Crag Pass gold mine is not in fact farts, voltas, or otherwise, but it's caused by methane fumes. As results, please heed the following. Do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared under no circumstances. Do not come within 30 paces of the mine's entrance with a flame. Apologize to Volta for any inconveniences you've caused her. Oh my god. That's so mean. Okay, well I got all my crap here. Map. Damn you. Battle, that's point of interest, and there's a puzzle. Okay, good to know. Okay guys, I'm going to end this stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I had a lot of fun. If you want to see previous streams that I've done, go check out my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio. If you guys want to see more about the stream, something, go check out my Instagram or my Twitter. Link is also in my bio. Check out my schedule here on Twitch. Or if you don't want to do any of that for whatever reason, here's my stream schedule for this week. Tomorrow is going to be Batman Arkham Asylum at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever the hell it is you guys want to do. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are. I shall see you guys real soon. Bye!